Hey guys, welcome to On Track Tuesday, April 26th. See who we got in here so far tonight. Bunch of people. Hey John, Jim Tedesco, Wilmer, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you in here. Ian from Lehigh River, welcome in. Joe Rader, what's going on? Welcome, buddy. Dwight Curley, how are you, sir? Wigwag Workshop, hey, how are you? Okay. Hey. Oh, come in. You guys hear me okay? I hope. So, spilled some coffee. Dang it. Okay. So let's do this. If anybody's interested, throw that down. Sound is good. Okay. Turned off my little heater down here. So hopefully it won't have that background noise. Got my On Track Tuesday shirt on. Got my new mug. How about that, guys? Go over to Wilmer's channel. It's a Teespring store. Then look at this on there, just for On Track Tuesday. There's a little glare there, but very nice there, Wilmer. Nice job on the mug. I had to pick that up. Ardia, that's Ardia. How's it going, buddy? Daryl Dayton, good evening to you. North, who's North? Steve 87th, how you doing? North American Trains, good evening. How are you? Good to see you. Buckscar Jerry Sadarelli. How's it going, bud? Iron Horse Route, how are you? Good to see you in here too. Huh. All right. So, if you guys read the comment, a little header, whatever you want to call it, for the show, I did make a little bit of progress behind me. Really been struggling lately, guys. That don't sound good. What's that about? Uh-oh. I don't like to hear that. Look at that mess. Oh, if I missed you in here, hello. Gonna say hi to everybody, but well, I already hope everything works out, man. I hate to hear that. Looking forward to your visit. Hope we don't totally screw things up. I have been just struggling, man. Trying to stay motivated. Caboose 121, how are you? Martin Searsma, hello. But I did finally today put down some Sculptamold and some rocks on the river. Stay tuned for a video on that. Did a little bit over there too when I'm coming down off the bridges with some leftover Sculptamold, just trying to use it up. Man, it's been, I don't know, what, two weeks, maybe three since I put out my last update. No, Otter Creek and Rio Grande, welcome in. It's a good time. We just got started. 7 p.m. start on Tuesdays, and usually go about an hour, give or take. I try to choke myself. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just been no Otter Creek. No, God, no. If I tear it down this time, that'll be it. It'll be for a couple of reasons. One, I'm just getting out, and that's not happening. I got too much invested. Two, she threw me out. Never know on that one. I doubt it. It's been almost 27 years, so I doubt that's going to happen. But you know, stranger things have happened. Hey, Darren. And I saw Mystic Southern Railway. How are you? Darren from B&H is in here. I know I talked to Darren quite a bit. We've talked about this before. He has similar struggles, trying to stay motivated, trying to stay on track with things, especially now. Like last weekend, it was 80 degrees here Sunday, 70s on Saturday, and for this time of year in Cleveland, Ohio, that's crazy weather, man. It's so bipolar. They're supposed to have snow flurries tomorrow. There's only like 40 something today. So, I mean, it just kind of goes back and forth. Hey, Heath's in the house. That's it. I'm shutting it down. Might as well just shut it all down. I'm just teasing Heath. I don't know how you got that bad rap, but I always enjoy that you come in. So over the weekend, I got some spring cleaning and stuff I did. Yeah, that's the downside of this time of year. But yeah, Darren says it's more like keeping Mason, his son, 3-year-old, on track, uh, trying to get anything done. It was definitely a beautiful Ohio weekend. Hey, Container Man, Roy, how are you? Somebody said, "Oh, hey, Dwayne, Fork and Spoon, how are you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you around lately. Welcome in." Who was just saying about Artie? Artie, is this gonna prevent you from coming over? You think? I hope not. I'm really looking forward to that. I know you are too. Stupid red tape. You guys gotta stop joking to Artie about being a bad dude, man. They're not gonna let him come over. Um, yeah, Martin, you are not wrong, buddy. If there's anything normal here, it is that it's abnormal weather-wise. So I tried to scarf down a little bit of dinner before I came down. Here, try this in California. Where'd I go? Just clicked on it. Where'd I go? Carroll, Dayton. Here's that. Try Southern California. Dry in Southern California. One day 60 and rainy. 2 days later 98 degrees. Yeah, and I guess that's pretty bipolar too. But it's just that time of year, trying to come out of winter time. It's trying to figure out what it wants to do. You know. Oh man. Got told to apply for a visa. Only to be told there's no appointments. 240 down the drain. So what does that mean? Man, I don't care what it's for. Anytime you got to drop $240 sucks. Well, that's good. 10 years old. That's a good year. A good age. Cookout bonfire. Yeah, it was a great night for that. Yeah, I was so tempted. I have to power wash my deck and restain it and everything this year. So I really fought hard and I didn't do it. The wife was like, "Don't do it." I wanted to set the patio up, the deck up with the patio chairs and everything. She's like, "No." So we just took a couple full those bag chairs you take to football games, soccer games, things like that. We still have a few of those from when the kids were in sports and stuff when they were little. So we put a couple of those out just to sit out on the deck. But yeah, I got a lot of work coming up with outside stuff to do. 80s yesterday, snow tonight in Ohio. Yeah. It'll get there. Like I said, it's just trying to figure itself out. Hey, Anthony, Georgia Sunbelt, how you doing, buddy? I like that. That's easy, man. Evening Dave and Railroad Crew. I like that, Anthony. You'd be swinging a baseball bat with what I've been going through. Oh, Yeah, it sounds frustrating. Joby, one morning in Kansas it snowed, and by the afternoon it was 80. 240, unless it's not locomotives. Well, yeah, I should have prefaced it with anything you have to spend 240 or money on that's not something you want to spend money on or something fun. I came out of work Friday night to a flat tire. Ran over. It wasn't even like I couldn't even get it plugged. It was a little slice of metal. There's all kinds of construction going on around where I live. So God only knows. I only drive a mile to work, and I did not have a flat tire on the way to work. So when I came out, had to change that, and so I just ended up getting two tires. I needed an alignment anyway, so 500, almost $600 out the window. So stupid tires for my car, the cheapest I could find them for, that were still decent tires. They were like $205 a piece. The ones I have on the car, that came with the car, are almost $300 a piece. So that was money that was definitely not well spent. I mean, it was for the car, but it wasn't money I wanted to spend. Hey, Peppy, how you doing, buddy? Flying Crow. It just so happens I might have one of those cups too. There you go, Robert. That's your cup I'm using tonight. And then I showed it earlier. I don't know if you're in or not, but I got Wilmer's cup. You guys, you can get these all on the Teespring store. And he has that on the back. Crooked. Pretty cool. Tower issues last week. Verizon had 21,000 customers without cell service. 5 or 6 states had that issue. No joke. Yeah, that's tough, Artie. I got my buddy Pappy here making me another cup holder. I ran out of space on this one. Try goggling. Looking forward to getting that. Otter Creek says he needs to get some coffee cups. I know most guys have, or at least a lot of us have Teespring stores, and I know my links are in my channel for T-shirts, coffee mugs, all that kind of stuff. And we have the On Track Tuesday Teespring store for proceeds to go to charity. Check all that out if you're interested. See you the weatherman Harry. How you doing? Bucksky Jerry. Robert A. Pappy. So yeah, anyways, I don't know. Any ideas? What do you guys do to stay motivated? Started it the other day. Thanks, Pappy. Looking forward to that. It's did such a nice job on the one I have. Made some good progress on the bridge and river, Otter Creek and Rio Grande. Yeah, I could take the camera over there, I guess. Maybe. Kind of have it wired up here weird, but I have been, like I said, struggling to stay motivated. I think it's because I'm not sure how I want to do the river. I'm going to do a pour, I think, with the epoxy. Probably going to use the Envirotech because I already have some. And I'd like to get that done. I potentially have a guest coming in the end of May, just before we go over to Strasbourg. So I'd like to have that done and a bridge in and be able to run trains. I still have not heard anything back from NCE on my SB5 and what's wrong with that. lot of channels are ripping up layouts. Yeah, I just saw Mike Pfeiffer's tearing his down or put up a shed. I swear that's the thing to do. If you don't have a basement or you don't have room, or even if you have a basement but you don't want to be going up and down the basement all the time, uh, people are putting them in sheds. I mean, I know Sparky and you got Jim Tedesco, Darren from B&H. I know has his in the shed. Who else has it in the shed? I'm trying to think. Flying Crow, Robert, got a big shed. I'm trying to think who else I can think off the top of my head. That's just to name a few, you know, and it's really nice. There's a lot of other channels too. You got a lot of room, especially if you have room in your yard to put one and to put a decent one. I know my buddy Troy Broderick. You guys know Troy. He doesn't do a lot on YouTube, but his shed is I think it's 14 or 16 wide, but it is 40 feet long, 35 or 40 feet long. It's a big, big shed. I was burned out on wiring my staging yard. I was able to paint the backdrop in a couple of weekends. Now I'm ready to get back to the staging yard. Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to, Otter Creek. Forgive me, I cannot remember your name. Otter Creek and Rio Grande. I feel bad I don't remember your name. Damn it. But anyways, I think kind of bouncing around, at least to an extent, at least a little bit, kind of can help keep you motivated. That's sort of what I've done. I was so much into building bench work. I was so focused. Oh, okay, Dennis, that's it. I'm sorry. I try to remember that. I'm terrible with names. I've only been back at this since last January, and the first couple months was getting the basement ready, the flooring, the walls, getting things painted up, and all that stuff. So to have trains up and running, bench work and trains running before Thanksgiving, I think sometime between either before Thanksgiving or right after Thanksgiving, right before December. My goal was to have them running by December. I mean, I think it did pretty darn good, you know. And I got the second level bench work and everything, at least mostly framed up. Climb is up there. So got a notebook with channel names. That's not a bad idea. Have a little cheat sheet here, so when guys pop in, I can remember their names. Hey, real artist. It's finally in the house. Sorry, I'm busy cooking there. Well, that's good news. That's real good news. They're ready to hire you to fly to my house to remodel my basement so I can start my life. Well, you know, I don't know about all that. I'll come help you. Track Tuesday, Teespring store and Flying Crow merchandise. There you go. There's a link to that. Check that out, guys. Hey, Andy, how are you doing, bud? Andy Mano. I know he gets real busy in the summertime. I think it's his wife that shows horses. They have horses, and they're real busy with that. So I know he kind of dies off with the trains in the summer. Darren all says he gets bored with the layout, so he just runs different locos. So my goal, I think, my immediate goal, I think, is I'd like to by the time we go over to Strasburg, I want to have this river scene poured and the bridge back in so I can run trains. Oh, next weekend. Two partner next year driving trains. Well, that's cool. Maybe we can meet up. Where in Ohio are you going to be? I think you told me before. I think it's down by Columbus or something. See what Pappy's doing. Maybe we'll run over there and meet you. So that's my goal. And the scene may not be complete, but it will be complete enough to put the bridge in, and I could do some detail work as I go. And I think that's a pretty achievable goal and a solid goal. We exit Columbus. Oh, we're gonna have to meet up, man. Me, you, Pappy, grab grab some lunch or something out there and do some rail fanning or something. Hey, James, how are you? CSX, BNSF CSX Bob, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Cincinnati, okay. Cincinnati's a nice town, man. It's stupid thing. Yeah, kind of. I get kind of like this time of year with pollen and stuff. I get a little extra rough, raspy. But I mean, I feel fine. I'm not sick or nothing like that. Hey, Burris, CSX Rail Fan Productions. But is there anything like to keep you going on a project? Like, kind of got, I wasn't stumped, but I kind of got stumped on how I want to proceed with the riverbed. And Williamsburg, Ohio. I don't know, Pappy, you got any ideas? Where's Williamsburg, Ohio? Um, oh, you got 4040? I got 4040 around here somewhere. So it was just like I just had no desire to come down. I mean, I haven't even been down here much. I do my Thursday shows. I was down here was it last week. No, Robert was last week. The week before, I filled in for Tony. Um, so I did that. I bought a couple of decoders for these. I was gonna put I'm gonna put the Tsunami Sound in these. I have two of these. I bought off of Darren. They're just operators. They're sound. They got sound in them, but I was gonna swap those out. I haven't. I just haven't felt like doing it. So it's all still in the package. I did find out that with these operator series, I call it scale trains today. Actually, I do have a couple of people lives. The KA3s, I think, and making all the puff balls. Doing a good job on those too, though. Like, hey, Randall. Jim says he jumps around a lot. You never know what he's going to be doing. Well, Jim, you keep yourself busy too with all the 3D printing, so you can always, doing stuff for yourself, other guys. I mean, you've done a lot of work for me, and I appreciate that. And 18. I was just looking at those cars. Somebody did I know you did a video. I watched that. Somebody did like a run by video, like on like a club layout or something, with all those barrel cars, and they look pretty cool. What do they use them barrel cars for? Is it just ore? It's just barrel ore cars. I know Anthony said he jumps around. Ian says he gets more done if he doesn't set goals. Yeah, they're nice. I like them. I'm having trouble speed matching these two for some damn reason. I don't know why. I guess I have to hook up my ESU load programmer, but I don't know that these ones can be used on a load programmer. It's that budget decoder that they put in there. I don't know why I wanted to change it out. DWM trains. It all looks good, Dave. No one said it had to be done fast. Pressure to a completion deadline that takes the fun out for me. I agree. Totally agree. I had a deadline, like I said, it was like last December. I wanted to have the full loop around and trains running because I just tired of building. Tired of building bench work, tired of not being able to just enjoy running trains. I love sitting down here, tinkering around at the workbench and watching the trains run around, listening to them run around. Sometimes I'm watching videos, working on little stuff, building these there's container chassis, doing some of that. But I haven't been able to run trains because I've had the bridge out. And then I was able to switch my yards and just, mess around like that, switch things. But then now my SB5, I don't know, took a dump. So I have to wait on NCE to figure out what's going on. Jeff, my layout is in my basement. So it's kind of an L-shaped room that I'm in. I have this wall here behind me is 19 feet. The wall just across goes that way. It's 22 feet. Then I got about a 10-foot section. Then it comes up to another like 7-8 foot wall and cuts over. And then it's like comes across the little bridge here. There's an 8-foot wall here to this side. Can't see my hand. Right there behind me, that wall is like 8 feet. So I don't know what the dimensions really are. I mean, the room, if you were to box it out, probably about 20 by 20. But it's in an L shape because the laundry room takes some space out, and then the furnace room, you can hear the furnace running, I'm sure. So I guess I'm just putting pressure on me to put pressure on myself to get this river scene done. But I'm struggling. I don't want to rush it and it end up being crummy because I didn't take my time with it, So that I worry about. And then I've thought about just putting the bridge back in until I'm ready to do it. I'm afraid I won't want to take it back out because I really didn't want to take it back out to do this to begin with. So, yeah, Heath goes on after I'm off. He usually goes on around, 8, 9, something like that. He said he can't wait for the ponies. Did you order some Norfolk Southern or something? I saw something about that somewhere. Yeah, that's what happens. Goals give Ian thinks goals give him anxiety, then he loses motivation. Everyone operates differently. My wife needs plans and goals or she doesn't get things done. See, my wife's like that too. Asked to run over the B&A into mass. What is B&A? Then it says without goals. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just obviously without goals. I'll sit on YouTube all day. I've done that too. So Heath wants to know what is the favorite part of the hobby. Well, I do enjoy rail fanning the layout. I want to get better at operations, so I kind of built this layout to be able to do both, which I think most guys do. I enjoy scenery. I enjoy that probably the most. Um, I think it allows me to be somewhat creative. I don't think I'm half bad at it, and I don't know. I just enjoy that. The electronics are my least favorite thing. I want signaling. I want block detection and all that stuff that on those big fancy layouts. But I'm half I'm lost with that. Train Freak has tried to help me out, and he has gotten some block detection in. I just haven't hooked up to JMRI or anything yet. I do have the interface. I JMRI I have hooked up here to my test track on the workbench for programming and stuff, but I haven't done anything as far as putting in rosters. Complete. I have some of my locomotives in there that I've programmed, but like switch lists and all that. I'd love to get into all that stuff, but it's just one of those things with me that I don't understand it for a moment, but then to come back to it another day, sometimes I don't remember. I got to kind of go back over what I learned. I just don't retain it for some reason. I think I just don't understand a lot of the terms and a lot of that kind of stuff. So, anyways, goals are great. Takes a driving a truck. Yeah, that's got to be hard, Roy. Thanks, Andy. It's coming along. All this white here, whitish tan here. That's all sculpt mold that I put in earlier today. That's drying. That is, I wanted some like the riverbank to be kind of uneven underneath, and popped a couple of rocks in there here and there for the river to go around and over. Tom Stranger Things, how you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you since I was in Florida. Haven't talked to you since I was in Florida. That was a good time. Can't wait to come back down there. I'll have to let you guys know. Maybe we can meet over by you guys, hang out at Jim Tedesco's house. Or yours, I don't care. You guys live down the street from each other in the same area, I believe. Yes. And I did bring this up to the guys, and I think we possibly going to be working on some type of design with Tony to put some merchandise or Redbird Tony's channel. If nothing else, it'll be on the On Track Tuesday page, maybe. I haven't gotten any more word on it, but we did kind of talk about it a week or so back. I think you might have brought it up, Happy. Somebody brought it up to me. And so I think that's a great idea. Then we'll have all of us guys up here. Put a little bit of everything on the channel. Guys can just pick and choose off of that if they are interested. I always feel guilty trying to push that stuff, It's everybody has their things and their 2 years ago I never put it together. Star Wars. Oh, my son would love that, man. My son's a huge Star Wars fan. Builds a Lego kits like crazy, and not so much models. He was building like tanks and stuff like that for a while. He was into that, like the military stuff, model kits. But he decided he's big into Lego. He just built like the big Death Star out of Legos. That kit. I think it was for like last Christmas before last. In fact, that's something I need to do. That I don't know. Maybe Wilmer or somebody could could fill us in on that. And then Robert says we're getting something done for Tony, or we'll get something done for Tony. Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. I struggle to do modeling on days that I work, so my goals on those days are very small, but satisfying when I get them done. Sometimes inspiration kicks in and I'm off to the races. I'll go along with that. Abrams? That's cool. That'd be cool. How big is the Imperial Star Destroyer in HO? About that big. I don't know. Hey, Jessica, how you doing? Um, we are going back to Mystic Southern. Yeah, I'll wake up in the morning, have my coffee, whatever. I'll have a goal set or an idea, not even a goal, an idea of what I want to do for the day. And if I don't jump on it right away, then it may or may not get done. Um, if I sit down and watch some TV and eat some breakfast or something like that, like upstairs in front of the TV, then that's it. I'm done. At least till halfway through the day. I feel like. Oh, after. I mean, I work. That's the thing too. I know Sparky on his channel a week or so back, where there was a discussion going on about, you know, kind of along the same lines as this: how to stay motivated. What is the things that kind of keep you from modeling or getting started or doing whatever. Have clear-minded, open time frame to work in the trim room. Yeah. So sometimes, like some guys were saying, they have too much time or not enough time. I can see that too, because I work 3 12s. I have 2 days during the week off when my wife is working, so I don't have to worry about any plans with the wife during the work hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays when I'm off. But I do cram in other things like any kind of appointments or things I want to get done outside of the house, running around, all that kind of stuff. All right, Dwayne, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Always good to see you. Or hear from you, I should say. Tom said he's a night person. When I built the other layout, I was, I don't know why, but I was more like you, Tom, more of a night person with it, I guess. There's nights I'd stay up all night long on a weekend if I didn't have to work or something. If I got into a project, I would just keep working. Jeff, I'm a HO scale. So yeah, I would just keep working. I got a lot of track. The old layout, I painted all my track by hand. I didn't have an airbrush, and I don't spray, rattle cans in the house. It just smells too much. 8 12s can't get nothing done. Well, I like the 12s because I get the extra day a week off, the extra days a week off. So and working Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's like I have 3 Fridays a week. Work a day off a day, work a day off a day, work a day off the weekend. I'm off most weekends. If I work a weekend day, I'll have one of those either Monday, Wednesday, or Friday off during the week. So I might take a week vacation, just work on the basement remodel. Hey, you ought to take some time. Are you like, do you own that truck or do you drive for somebody? I mean, either way. I mean, I don't know if you allow yourself, like when my dad was an owner operator, he would always take the week of Christmas and New Year's off. He said that he missed it like 1 year and said that's enough of that. He'll never do it again. And I usually take a week in the summer or something like that. And then, I'd get out of school and we would go. I'd usually take a couple of weeks in the summer and ride the truck with him as a kid, You're a company man. Yes, I was too. So I'm assuming you're only allowed so much time off, like you have to put in for vacation time and all that kind of stuff. Container man. And he says he tries Saturday or Sunday afternoon or night. Order goods during the week, and when they show up, I'm enthused. Yeah. Yep. Joe has tons of time. He's retired. Money holds me up. Man, I get that. I try to stick to a budget. Okay. Well, yes, okay. I didn't know. Jim resembles that. Jim's on the same page as Joe. it's definitely an expensive hobby, as we all know. So I mean, as annoying as pre-ordering things is, like locomotives and stuff, it allows me, anyways, to put money away and save up for it. So when it comes in, it's not this big chunk of money at one time. I had time to save up. So that's helpful in that regards. But there's always something. I get something every at least once a week, if not more, from all these different hobby shops where 10% off freight cars. What is the model train stuff or something? Just sent me something in the email. Just bought a Flying Crow coffee mug. All right, Dennis. For an upcoming video. Kind of like, where is Waldo? That's funny because my kids, as you know, I drink coffee. I have 2 mugs and a backup mug. So, what can I say? It's my one vice. But when I first started, with the old videos and stuff, we have a McDonald's right at the corner. So I like their coffee. So I would go there and I get a cup of coffee and I would save the mug. That's before I bought like these mugs. I like these. They're very generic looking, but they're microwavable because it gets cold and I'll nuke it for 30 seconds and not wasting coffee and drinking cold coffee. So, but every video you would see a coffee mug, whether it be a McDonald's one or some other coffee mug in the video, and not even intentional. So they're like, you ought to have like a contest or something with, what coffee mug or what is a common theme or just something. I couldn't really think of how to word it or how to do it to do a contest. Like when I was coming up on different milestones on the subscribers and all that kind of stuff. Coffee mugs are full of junk, pens, chapstick, screws, and scale Kato rail joiners. No, I put coffee in mine. I display them and, some people collect hats. I used to have hats as a kid, but now I collect coffee mugs. And it's all you guys. It's all your channels. For a while there, I was trying to get, 1 or 2 a month when I was trying to get my new rack all filled up. Yep, I'll do that too. Like I said, right now, I don't know if that's stressing me out or not because I can't run trains. Even with the bridge, if I put the bridge in, I can't run trains until I get my stuff back from NCE. Folks pile up on my shop layout room. Wife hates it when I bring 5 or 7 at a time for the dishwasher. I'm the dishwasher, so power train says. I know nothing about that. Monopower metal train sets. Okay. Yeah, that's what I would do, and it's relaxing to me to come down and just watch them run and until you have a derailment every 5 minutes and you want to throw something. And like I said, a lot of times that's what I'll do. Try to think about what my next move is going to be. What's my next step? What area do I want to start on? And I kind of took a low-key consensus on one of my morning shows, just about where to start, where to go next. State shot glasses. Now it's coffee mugs. Would rather have shot glasses. Trying to tell us all to put shot glasses on our, or to send you shot glasses, or just have to put them on our Teespring. Went 3 months up being able to run the layout. Me and Cam have been down every other night last. Oh, that's awesome! And when you could share it with your kids, like I said, my son wasn't really that into it, but it's awesome though, that's what it's about. I know Darren at B&H, him and his boy, they get out there, and as he's 3 now, and as he gets older, it's only going to be big shot classes on your Teespring. It's only going to be better because right now he's learning, he's teaching them, he's running the trains, he's listening, and it's almost like a reward for him. He wants to go out there and run. He likes the 911 train, from the CSX one. He wants to run the fire engine train. And so he'll go out there, and that's like a reward when he's had a good day at school or something like that, and that's not the only time he gets to run them, but it's incentive. You know what I mean? Kids like that stuff. Painting stage, and I can't get enough of it. Oh, pointing stage. Okay, I can't read either. Yeah. Your son is like really young, right? A year, 2 years, Ian? Like even younger than Darren's and Mason. But they're showing that interest, and unboxings too. It's one of these locomotives. It's out in scale too. You mean N scale? Did they make it an N scale? Well, that's cool. If you go back in my channel in a playlist somewhere, I don't remember what it's under. I have to look it up, but it's in there. Justin Gooseland. I don't know if you guys remember Justin. He's been with me and Pappy a couple times. Rail fanning, but him and I went up to New York, Northeast. The city's called Northeast, PA. It's right on the New York line. And they have a station up there, an old station. It's a heritage society. And they had those up there, the 3 spirit units. It was a couple summers ago. Before COVID, it must have been 2019. And so we got to go up there and see them up close. It was really, really cool. I don't think they made them in N scale trains. It'd be something to do, though. I mean, they have the ES44s. It would be nice to have them offered for the guys that run N scale. N scale is becoming, I think, really popular. I see a lot of guys. In fact, for some reason, most of the guys that pop up on my channel, like suggestions, there seem to be a lot of N scale. That's pretty cool, Anthony. As much as my son doesn't like trains, I just when they went down for that training in Louisiana back in February, and he was part of the train loading crew, and they had to load up all the equipment on the trains, on the flat cars and everything, which I thought was freaking cool. He sent me a bunch of video and stuff, and of the different equipment, and just reiterated to himself how much he doesn't like trains, but he did catch the Army locomotives and stuff, and I'm afraid to post any of that because I don't know what's allowed. They're real funny about that stuff because I was going to do like a couple shorts, like the short videos on YouTube. And yeah, they do a lot of CSX locomotives, even in N scale trains does. But I got to see some really cool stuff is what I was trying to say. So he kind of did a rail fan video for me in that regards, Anthony. So that was really neat. They're out in the field again training. A friend that drives from Gemini, loves fuel. He did a train video. When him and his wife went out riding at Harley's one day. That's cool. Oh, That's the company Jim and I loves fuel. Loves fuel stops. I might put one of those on my layout container, man. I want to put a truck stop. I'm trying to decide if I want to do like a Pilot or Loves or what. Favorite horse show we used to go to was in Syracuse, New York at the fairgrounds. Picture every bag, plug in and watch the train action continues. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, but that's all right. That's kind of cool too, though. I'm assuming that's another expensive hobby. Yeah, I don't know if it's trucks and stuff or that 187th trucks on eBay. Somebody makes it. I've seen it. Um, I picked up a couple of trucks here recently. I think I showed you the one. It's the exchange. I got this one the other day. I've never heard of the company, but it's pretty neat. It's got a reefer trailer on it. I think it's trucks and stuff. It's got enough detail for my liking. Price was right. I think it was 15 plus shipping, somewhere in that range. So they're good enough for me. I don't mind them. Like I said, especially since I want to build a truck stop, and then I want to start picking up some reefer trailers because I do plan on having like at least some kind of cold storage. Probably more of a background building than anything else. But I got all those Tropicana reefer cars, so I have them go somewhere. And I might just do an area that's. Oh, thanks, Andy. Hey, John. John Arthur is here. The one area is going to have potentially just like I don't know, what would you call it? Just an industrial park. It might have one or two rail served businesses. Well, I got the junkyard. I know where it's going. I just haven't gotten to it. He said, "Don't forget the junkyard." It's going back in. I showed him. Oh, that's what he said. What did I miss? Yeah, can't tell you now. Everybody knows where the bodies are buried, except for you, Artie. Wife is your most expensive. Go smettering hobby or gun hobby. Well, I guess they say you gotta keep happy wife, happy life, right? Hovercrafts. Can you see him getting in hovercrafts? Already riding one of those one-wheeler things. I was going to build a 100 dock door cold storage warehouse. What are you building now instead of that? That'd be holy shit, man. How much room as big as your basement? No. My daughter did like 4-H back when she was a young teenager. We did that, and we found a barn that let us lease a horse or whatever for the shows, and then she took lessons there. So they had a horse that she would take lessons on, and she would ride it in the shows for 4-H and stuff. And it's funny. But just that was expensive enough, Andy. So I couldn't imagine actually owning a horse. You definitely have to have, and it's not just monetary expense, it's time. What's the name of the company that had the Salad Express? Salad Bowl Express. Bowl Express. Not sure. Son's wife's parents own a horse farm. Right? They just tore down a horse farm over here. It was a stables riding place forever. It's been around forever, and they finally, I think, they must have retired, sold it, died off. I don't even know. But I just drove by the other day, and it's all leveled, and probably going to be a development. They had already sold part of it off, probably 10 years ago. Put a bunch of houses in. So now I see the rest of it's all torn down. Let's do that one. 12-foot wall, 1 inch for each dock door. Wow. Well, what are you going to do instead then? Did you say? I missed it if you did. The washing grass grow is pretty cheap. Yeah. Time for a new CVS. Yeah. CVS. Horse has ulcers. That's right. I found out our cat has like irritable bowel syndrome. Throws everything up. Not bowel, but he has. So we have to give him like these pills now. Friggin' hates that. So I don't know. That's all I've been doing. Trying to stay motivated. Like I said, I'd like to get this area tidied up enough to get back to running trains. I'm going to probably slow down like traditionally over the summer people do. I spent a lot of time down here last summer because I was excited. I was building, I was all trying to get up and running. So I got outside, but not like I should have, And, summers are short here. So anyhow, that's my goal. I'll probably slow down on anything. Little projects, maybe start building some of these kits that I've bought over the last year or so and have to put together. Maybe that'll inspire me to move to a different area, start on a new area. I'd like to maybe tidy up, get the rest of the plywood and stuff for the second level up. I am puffballing backdrop building and murky watering this summer. There you go. Yeah. That's what Andy said. Sorry, I've got to put it up. I'm reading stuff and trying to put it up when I read it so you know what I'm talking about when I say something. Pray for me. Well, and that's it too. I can have some projects in mind that I want to work on, and days I know it's going to be crummy out and I can't really get out and do anything, then there you go. Joe, it's all right. That's not a bad idea. So, yeah. Well, that's okay because you're still kind of in the building process, right, Dennis? 17 feet worth of background buildings to build, probably longer than summer. Yeah. The linear layout is going to happen. Yeah. I mean, that's true. Who was I talking to when I first was getting back in and trying to get a track plan? Somebody I was watching or somebody I talked to had said that you got to watch about biting off more than you can chew kind of comment, because it's overwhelming. It becomes a lot. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I've always wanted a 2-level layout, and this is awesome. I can't wait to build it. And I see what he was saying. I'll tell you what, it's a lot. I'm excited about it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disappointed that I'm doing it. It is a lot. So, but nobody said I was going to build it in 2 years. I just wanted to get to a certain point over that first year, so I can actually enjoy trains running again. Because it was like a year. That's why I think I had December in mind, because I had started tearing down the old layout right after like Thanksgiving the year prior. Anybody know where they make V8 juice? I acquired about 20 V8 tank cars and thought it would make a cool unit train. Huh. I do not know where they make that. Or who makes that? Is that Del Monte? Who makes that? That'd be in California, probably. Aren't they out there? I did Happy Valley Hobbies. I don't know what the Saleable Express thing is you guys keep talking about. John says definitely not a race. No, that's true. He's been building his train room for over 20 years now. I don't want to take 20 years. I want to enjoy it before I die, man. Not that it's ever finished, but shit. 20 years, I don't know if I can hang in there for 20 years to build the damn thing. And I'll go along with that. DWM. Sometimes getting started is the tough part. Um, Even if it's just like a project you're working on for the layout, not even just building the benchwork and stuff. So say like with this river, for instance, it's like I've just been having a hard time. I think part of it is it's like I'm afraid to mess it up, so it's kind of keeping my wheels spinning in the mud instead of actually building. Campbell's makes, yeah, I guess, yeah, Campbell's. Yeah. See, I didn't want to go like that. Um, Being I had the space, I was actually gaining space by tearing it down. I was gaining an extra like 10 by 10 or so. Like I gained the L part of the room. I was just like 19 by 11, and I gained another 11 feet by 10 feet. So actually more than that. I gained the whole like over that whole L of the room. So father lived on V8. I like V8. I don't think to buy it though. I like tomato juice V8. Yeah. Yeah. I um I agree. Kind of do a scene at a time. Kind of get an idea of what the scene is going to transition to, so you know how to do that, so you don't have like these big breaks, in my opinion. But yeah, I agree with that. And then you can, like on my old layout, I would take. I think the first real scene I did was my coal mine. So I did that, and I got it up and running to a point. I never really got the fine details in. Um, that's what I was kind of working on when I tore it down was, yeah, trying to get it to a completed scene, with you know, people, detailed parts, lighting, you name it, telephone poles, wires, whatever. I would just get it to a point where the building was in, a few little things up, be able to switch out the industry, and then I kind of moved on to the next scene. I do in Blocks in the Desert Center layout. Yeah. In fact, I am going to go back and look at it. I believe you do have a truck stop on your layout, Daryl. Uh, I have that Walters. It's not the travel center. It's just a gas station. I didn't get the travel center, so I don't have the truck gas pumps and everything, fuel pumps. So I might have to see if that's something I could buy extra or what, or just kit bash or something, or scratch build when I get to that point. I have an idea where I want to put it. It's a nice big area, and it should be pretty good where I'm going to put it. The last actual area I did on that layout was the co-op, and I did get pretty far. I got fences in, I had some signage in, telephone poles, wires. It was pretty good. Once I was given the green light to expand, like I've said before, there was just enough on that layout that I was not happy with, so it'd be easier just to start all over. Yeah, I used to go to Flying J all the time. Back when I was driving way back in the beginning on the road, Container Man probably remembers those the old 76 truck stops. Used to go in those all the time. Back in 91, 92 when I was driving over the road with my dad. Okay. Talk to you later, Pappy. So, all right, you guys, I am going to get off of here. It is over an hour, so I know Heath is going to be going live. I'm not sure if Happy Valley Hobbies sometimes does a stream as well. Daryl wants one of my. I haven't done a boxcar in a long time, but I do have hoppers. I do more like covered hoppers, Daryl. So send me an email. Where's it at? Gmail. There's my email, Daryl. Shoot me an email with your information and stuff. I don't have any boxcars to make one right now. But I have, if you're interested in a cover hopper, I have some of those I can make. But we'll talk. Just shoot me an email. Steve, I'm planning on building at least 6 foot square, 8 foot square truck stop. Well, yeah. Mine won't be that big. It's not a bad area. It should be pretty pretty good size. All right, I'm not saying I won't do a boxcar now. I just won't have any on hand. I'll have to get some. All right, guys. If you guys are able to, Thursday mornings, 8:30, CRNE Morning Brew. I'll catch you guys there if you're able. And Happy Valley goes on Thursdays. Thursday's a busy day. I do that at 8:30 in the morning, and at 6 p.m. you got Jim Tedesco with his Short Line Thursday. And Happy Valley does have a stream afterwards on his channel. And then after that, at 8 o'clock, you have the Canadian dudes, the Third Rail Thursday. It's a busy day. Hydrocale kit. I've never done one of those either. I've never done a wood kit. I've never done like a resin kit either with somebody just did a resin kit. Who the hell did a resin kit? Oh shoot. That was a good video. I can't remember who the hell it was though. Watch so many videos. Got a lot of trucks to display. Well, elevated this. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, go over to Heath's channel and check out him at Human City Junction. So I think we're back to Wilmer next week. And I will catch you guys later. Bye for now.